Good evening. Tonight I'm here to talk to you about dyslexia in the classroom. According to Dyslexia Help, a site dedicated to providing people with information on dyslexia, approximately 5 to 10% of the population is affected by dyslexia. That means that they experience problems with reading, math, and writing. However, these people are just as bright as any other. They do require, however, a different style of learning. Not all the time, but sometimes they need a little help. Luckily, there are so many little ways to help a dyslexic child learn. Today, though, I'm just going to discuss 3 ways that I have found success with and have seen other people use. One of the ways, you can put a child in a dyslexic program at their school. You can use technology to help them, or you can just go talk to the teacher about little ways to help the student learn. Let's first, though, take a look at the programs that are in schools for dyslexic children. There are programs all across the United States to help dyslexic children. The one I'm going to talk to you today about is from Jessica Bryant. Jessica Bryant is the parent of a little girl with dyslexia. Her name's Allie. Allie was in the 2nd grade and wasn't able to read. However, she was put in a program called Student Intervention Team. What they did was put her in a program where she was able to work out problems and do her homework with the assistance of a teacher. Allie now has graduated the program and loves to read. A similar situation happened with my little sister. Up until the 3rd grade, we didn't know she was dyslexic. She didn't like school, she didn't like to read. However, after she was put in programs to help her with her dyslexia, she loves school, necessarily doesn't love reading, but she reads on a higher level than most. However, this isn't always the best way for each and every student. It might help a student, but it might not bring them to their full potential. So let's take a look at another way. One of the greatest advancements for dyslexic children is all the technology they have. My mom is actually a teacher at an elementary school in Brady, Texas. She talks about how much they use apps on an iPad. A lot of these games are like phonic words that you hear the sound and kids can associate that sound and the game with their reading. Mom talks about her favorite app being Got It Real Writer. What this app does is you can install it on your computer, and on a Microsoft Word or Microsoft Office, it'll go in, and if you have a misspelled word, it'll correct it and it'll show you what it did. This helps kids learn what their mistakes are and fix them. The technology they have provides such a great advancement. They can have an iPad in front of them at all times and be learning. That's a great opportunity for them from day to day to not have to wait to meet with the teacher. They can be sitting on an iPad and play a game. Now, let's talk about our last way to help a dyslexic child, and that comes from one of the main tools of the education system, and that's the teacher. A teacher can completely change a dyslexic child in the classroom. They don't have to do a whole lot at times. They can just do little things to help a child learn. An article, A Dyslexic Child in the Classroom, discusses how breaking things down into smaller parts can help a child learn and remember what they're going to do. Another way it talks about that can help a student learn is to make an outline of what you're going to do, similar to what we do in college. So what this outline does, it provides the student with a review of what they did in the classroom that day. It shows them what they're going to learn beforehand and gives them the opportunity to look into it. To show you just a little outline, here is just a weekly learning planner, lesson planner. And all it does is you can write in what they're going to learn that week, what their homework will be, so that they can have it when they take home. All these little things can help a child with dyslexia learn and reach their full potential. Now, tonight I've just discussed 3 ways to help a child with dyslexia learn. The 3 ways can vary, obviously. There are a lot of other ways to help a child learn. But with the three I mentioned, which you can put them in a program at your local school, you pick up your iPad, put an app on it, they can play on that, or you can go talk to their teacher. I understand that dyslexia can be an obstacle for some children. However, there are so many ways now in time that we can help these children reach their full potential with their education. Back in the day, when Benjamin Franklin and Thomas Edison were working on their experiments, they didn't really have a whole lot of help to understand with their dyslexia. That's right, two of the greatest scientists of our time, of our past time, actually had dyslexia. The fact that these two men went on to do great things, even though they had dyslexia, shows that you can do whatever you want, even with dyslexia. I understand that it might cause some obstacles, but like the 3 ways I just showed you to help with dyslexia, there are many other ways to overcome dyslexia. So don't let it keep you down. Always find a way to break over the obstacle.